This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, and we are here with our final segment at Ramonto's in Claremont. And before we get to the segment, we'll talk about the desserts. We have the lemon cake here and the chocolate mousse cake over there. So once again, Andrew, they bring us the calzone, then they bring us dessert.
Yeah.
It's great.
We're spoiled.
We are.
Every month.
We're going to have to ask if we can get this into the budget for the rest of the week, or the rest of the month. But at least Ramonto's here once a month. We are here the first week of every month. And obviously, we appreciate them having us and feeding us. Yeah. Don't forget to stop by for anything you'd like. Pizzas, calzones, salads, pastas, great beer menu. They got it all here.
Catch the rest of the finals here.
Yes, the finals. Obviously, a lot of baseball to be played. Come down and catch a Red Sox game on Friday night, the weekends, whatever. So speaking of the finals, team not playing in the finals, team that never played, a player who never played much of the season, Gordon Hayward, and he had plate and screws removed this week. So a lot of people thought it might be a setback because it wasn't originally supposed to happen like this, but he was having a little discomfort, so they did that. But Ainge says he's okay. Steven says he's okay. Any worry here, or just cautious, not to worry?
Well, I think, with an injury like that, you want to stick to the plan, and if it doesn't go according to plan, something kind of changed. But from what we've heard, he's okay.
Right.
Maybe he'll. I'm not a doctor at all, but maybe he'll heal a little better now that he's had these removed. And maybe he doesn't need any extra metal in there. Maybe his ankle and foot is healed.
Right.
Pretty well with these. So now that they're out, maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah, and it'd be great to get him started. And obviously, we saw him during the season taking some shots, moving around. So start progressing. Once the season's over, as it is for the Celtics, now it's on to next season. And speaking of next season, LeBron James, who we talked about earlier, going to play in Game 3 of the Cavs-Warriors finals. Will this be his last season in Cleveland? I think so. Where does he go? And do you know if it matters where he goes? Are they the favorites to win the East or West?
Yeah, I do think he's going to leave. But if he leaves, he is going to tarnish his reputation once again.
Right.
All of his hometown fans in Ohio and Cleveland, they loved him for coming back. When he left, he was the enemy. Now he's back. They love him again. But I do think he's going to leave, and he's going to ruin everything. Anyone who's ever liked him is going to hate him again. And, this talk, maybe he'll go to the Celtics. Maybe he'll try to go to the Celtics.
There was some talk about that.
I just don't think Danny Ainge will just throw his plan that he's been working on for years out the window. I don't know where he's going to go, but I think he's probably going to leave. He's going to chase that next championship.
And it seems like he would stay in the East if he wants to chase that championship, just so easier path to the finals.
Absolutely.
And then you got to beat somebody 4 times. But if you don't go to the East and you go out West, then you got to imagine the Celtics become the favorites in the East.
Yeah, I would say so. I absolutely.
And maybe even the favorites if he's there. If he goes to Philadelphia, is Philadelphia the favorite?
The way Philadelphia is right now with their young core, I think they'd have a case for the favorite. Yeah.
But if he goes somewhere else, Boston is the favorite. Yes. So we'll have to wait and see what happens to LeBron James in free agency coming up in less than 1 month.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, and here we are with our picks. So we have some baseball picks, then obviously Game 3 of the NBA Finals tonight. So first, we'll go with some American League East baseball. Yankees at Blue Jays. Who you got?
So I'm going with the Yankees. I think the Blue Jays have had a pretty good year. They were a little surprised early on, but the Yankees, top 3 team, I think, in all of the majors, with the Astros and the Red Sox. Going with the Yankees, and Sonny Gray's pitching. He's kind of turning his season around. He had a good start last time.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yankees have come into a little bit of success over the Astros, their last series, and then playing Detroit. But they've got a lot of games coming up. They're going to have all hands on deck.
A lot of rainouts.
A lot of rainouts, so they're going to play a lot of games here shortly in the next couple of weeks. I say the Yankees, they get the win over the Blue Jays. We go to the National League, Phillies and Cubs, a team that's kind of surprised the Phillies, but they're still holding strong.
Yeah, they are. The Phillies are a good team. I think with some of their signings, they're good. I'm going with the Cubs, though. I know Quintana's on the mound. He's a really solid pitcher. I'm going with Chicago.
Yeah, and the Cubs have turned it around a little bit. They started slow. They're still trailing in the division, but I think they'll turn around, they'll win that division, and they win this game against Philadelphia. Over to the American League West, a little bit of a surprise first place battle. The Seattle Mariners, without Robinson Cano, facing off against the Astros.
Yeah, the Mariners are playing well. I just think the Astros are arguably, I think, maybe second, maybe even top team in all of the majors, and McCullers is pitching. He's looked good this season, as he has in the past. I'm going with the Astros.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Mariners are a really good team, but I think the Astros, with Lance McCullers, I think he bounces back, he has a good game, and they get the win, and they end up winning that division down the road. Final baseball game, Tigers and Red Sox back at Fenway Park.
I'm going with the Red Sox. I'm always choosing the Red Sox to win every single game. I think Erod, he had a good start last time. He's turning his season around. Hopefully he can be the pitcher we all know he can be. That big lefty on the mound. I'm going with Boston.
Yeah, Eduardo Rodriguez, I think he gets the win. He has pitched a very nice season. He had some bumps in the road to start, but like you said, he's turning around. He's pitching well. Our final pick, Game 3 of the NBA Finals, Warriors at Cavs. Cavs back home. Can they get the win here?
I think they will win this game. I think LeBron is going to will his team to a win. He's going to score 50 points again, going with Cleveland.
I agree with you. I go with the Cavs. Warriors might get a little complacent, up 2-0. They lose this game, and then I think they win game 4, so they go up 3-1.
I agree.
So that's going to be our pick for that game. The Cavs win that one and make it a 2-1 series. Thanks to Ramontos for having us here in Claremont. We're here the first week of every month. Don't forget, you can go to our website, YCNnow.com, and check out all of the show. Thanks for watching.